Well, we're officially done the preseason, and you guys have a home opener coming up on Thursday. Where's the excitement level just with you and with the team?
Yeah, it feels good. Preseason is over, and I think everybody's excited for the season.
How did you feel about your preseason personally?
I think it's been pretty good. I think I can do a lot better, but pretty good overall.
How does the head feel after the hit the other night? Was that just precautionary that you had to leave the game briefly?
Yeah, I think the league called me out, so yeah.
Everything's all right?
Yeah, everything is all right, yeah.
What are some of the things that you've learned in this training camp and preseason compared to like last year?
As I've been saying before, I think I learn every day, and I think I still has a lot to learn. So yeah, every day is important, so it's been good.
How are your emotions knowing that you've now made it this far, where we're a day out of how the rosters are going to be set and you're still on the main roster?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to focus on every day. Yeah, every day is important, and especially this close to the season, you got to be focusing right now.
Do you think everything you did last year and what you did through the preseason that you deserve to be on that roster tomorrow?
I think. What can you say there again?
Do you think you've done enough work to make sure you're on that roster tomorrow? Last year and all your work through the preseason?
I think that's the coaches' decisions. They're going to suit up the best team, so yeah.
But in terms of yourself, are you pleased with your progress?
Yeah, I think so. I think last year helped me a lot, and still has to build from last year, but yeah.
Maybe same question for you, but just your excitement level as the home opener approaches us on Thursday.
Yeah, really cool. Not sure if I'm playing yet or just trying to take it day by day, but yeah, it would be pretty cool.
In light of that, how nervous are the next couple days here as you wait for that decision that sort of may define your season, or do you try to not worry about it if it's out of your control at this point?
I try not to worry about it. Like you said, it's not really in my control. Just control what I can control and take everything day by day. Just trying to earn another day.
Are you pleased with the effort you put forth and the camp you put together with the preseason as well to this point, regardless of what happens?
Yeah, it's been solid. I think I could still be even better. I think I could play even better than I have been. But I think it's been pretty solid.
You've acclimated so well to everything on every level. Is there something that did catch you by surprise?
I wouldn't say like surprise. You hear about there's less time and space out there. I find there's just less space on the ice. Guys are just bigger. They close gaps quicker. It's obviously faster, but I'm a decently fast skater, so I can adjust to that. It's more the decision making and kind of little plays like that.
Have you surprised yourself, or you always had that kind of quiet confidence that if you're given the opportunity, you would still be here?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would be surprised. I mean, obviously honored that I'm still here, and I'm very grateful, but I believe that I could do it, and I'm just trying to work as hard as I can.
Skating on a line with Evander the last little bit here, how has he sort of helped you through the end of this preseason?
Yeah, he's been great to me, and being patient with us, always being positive, giving us little ideas, and also creating space for us in the games because he's obviously has such a big presence, and such a good player.
You try to soak up as much as you can from a guy that's played in a couple Stanley Cup finals pretty recently as well? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I watched a lot of them too, so getting to play with a guy like that you watch on TV for a few years is pretty cool. And yeah, obviously trying to take all the things he knows and apply it to my game.
We've seen Lekkermaki's elite shot. When you're playing alongside him, what's your mentality of just when he's on the ice and when you guys are together?
Yeah, for sure. Try to find him with space. I mean, that guy can rip it pretty good. He's got one of the best shots I've seen or I've played with. So, getting pucks back and trying to find him in those quiet ices, kind of like last game, and he can beat really any goalie in this league. So, yeah.
Last game, what was going through your mind when you got the opportunity to line up against McDavid in the faceoff?
Yeah, it was good. Got it the game before, so it wasn't anything a bit more used to it, I guess. Obviously cool. That's the guy, him and Draisaitl, that I grew up watching from being from Edmonton. So, when he's on the ice, making sure being a bit more aware in that way, seeing where him and Draisaitl are. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Where did those Sherwood Park T-shirts come from? Are you a big stud or something?
That's you'd have to ask my parents, but that's an inside joke. It's Yeah, it's our family friends kind of came up with it. It was for the draft. They wore it back home, so and they just wore it to the game. It's pretty funny.
Maybe just your take on, Coach was just talking about the excitement around the team. How are you feeling it as we just head towards this home opener coming up on Thursday?
Yeah, we're excited. I think we've been going for a couple weeks now and got the exhibition games done, and guys are kind of want to hit the ground running now, and we've been practicing really well, and I think we're all pretty excited to get started.
How about you, the opportunity to be on the line that you've been on here the last few days, to play there the other night and be on there again today? Hoping that's a good sign as things move forward here.
Yeah, they're two great players to play with. I think I'm just trying to be able to help them where I can. I know they're gonna do their thing and just kind of be complimentary to them and try to find some confidence in that.
How do you best complement those guys?
Just making sure that I'm in the right spots for them. They can both make great plays, and they're pretty good at hunting pucks too. I think I'm pretty good at that, and just trying to make sure we can take advantage of what we're all pretty good at.
Where do you think you've improved? Skating, battle level? Where do you think you've improved?
Yeah, I think I've maybe took a step in my compete and just being more eager and willing to do the things to be effective out there. And when you work harder and harder, you get faster and you get stronger. And so I'm getting some confidence in that, and I think it's kind of showing right now.
How valuable was the Calder Cup run? I mean, Coach just talked about it. Doesn't matter where you play. When you go that long, that hard, you're going to get something from it that you can hopefully take to the next level.
Yeah, it was so important for everybody. There's a bunch of guys in that room right now that were in that run, and we learned a lot from that. And how competitive it is. That's, like you said, it doesn't matter if it's in the NHL or AHL. It's important hockey, and we learned a lot. And I think that's where you grow, when you play important hockey like that.
How much does it help, do you think, the young group that, say in your case, you're not doing this solo, there's other guys that are trying to push and make this same transition that you are, and I imagine that you're kind of pushing each other. Has that helped in this camp in preseason?
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, there's maybe 5-6 of us, and we're all trying to fight to be regulars, and we compete hard to push each other. I think that's why a bunch of us have gotten to this point now, is that we compete against each other, trying to stick. And all those guys, myself included, we're going to go through some growing pains, but it's going to work out in the long run.
There's not always spots available, even though they say there are. But did you feel legitimately when this camp opened that if you guys performed the way you have, that this could be the result, that it wouldn't just be one or two, but maybe a few of you would be making this jump?
Yeah, I think when you have the management and the guys that we've had for a couple of years now, and we've been pushing for a while. I think we've been developing these last couple of years, and came into this camp. We didn't count the spots that we're trying to take, but we just came in and try to push each other and see what we can do, and it's been pretty rewarding so far.
Let's start by just taking a look back at that final preseason game and your thoughts on it. An 8-1 win. I mean, what'd you take away from it?
Well, we're doing things that we've implemented. I keep saying it, but we keep performing and producing on things that we worked on in practice. Sometimes it's the day before. Like we worked on 3-on-3 the day before the final game, and it worked out. So, obviously it's not going to work perfectly all the time, but things are working that we are working on and teaching the players.
Tempo seemed good out there at practice again today. Does this feel like a group that's ready to peak at the right time on Thursday?
As a coaching staff, we certainly feel like this group is ready. It's not just the work ethic, it's their attitudes. They're happy, they're working hard. We've talked about it as a staff. They're enjoying their time at the rink, they're showing up to work, and that's all you can ask of a player.
When you play with Hedel and Garley, you better have a lot of giddy up. What's Bains showing you through training camp and in the preseason?
His game's matured. I think he's shown a lot of jam. He's doing things on the walls. He's controlling pucks, making smarter plays. Less high-risk plays, which was something that we wanted to address from his past. And he certainly got the skill and the smarts out there.
Is he one of those guys you need no matter where he plays in the lineup? I mean, he's played up and down, whether it's second line, fourth line.
Yeah, and he can play up and down. I mean, he can contribute. Again, I go back to that run that those guys had. He learned a lot along with a lot of those other players, and he's taken a big step.
There's no excuse. It doesn't matter what level, right? When you go through a run like that, you're going to get something from it.
You learn a lot from having to grind through that. I mean, they had 5 series of really hard hockey, and it was impressive what they did. And you can't go through that and win a championship without getting better.
Teddy Bluger today?
Just a little dinged up, and it's kind of a day. We'll just see how he responds over the next few dares.
And the two defensemen that haven't skated for a little while now, like, is that anything that's going to complicate roster decisions, or?
You know what? There'll be a few decisions here shortly. We're still talking about that today.
What would your message be to Max Sasson, who gave you a lot here in the second week, certainly, of the big game the other night? Obviously, didn't need waivers to go down, but what would your message be to a guy like Max and the kind of camp that he had for you?
He had a great camp, and he performed in the games, performed very well, showed his speed, shows what he can bring the team, and no question he'll be back up here playing games for us. It's tough right now because everything he went through last year, just along with the other guys, and he goes down, but it's also a bit of a numbers game, and he's got to stay positive and be ready to go because he could be called upon, who knows? It could be days, it could be weeks, who knows, but it could be very quickly.
Were you involved in recruiting / signing Max?
Yes. I was kind of the main guy that was going and following him around after games down into the locker rooms at Western Michigan and meeting with them and working them over.
So how hard was it for you on a personal level, like to be part of this decision?
Well, listen, it's you have to. The team comes first, and but I think we all know what Max brings also. So you don't just. It's, we're all team players here, so we're going to do what's best for the team. But we also all realize, not just me, what Max can bring.
When you talk to a lot of those team players, they talk about how good the feeling is in the group, like how united guys are, how excited they are. Are you feeling that as a coaching staff as well, and how important is that at this stage as you're going into games?
It's you can feel it. You can feel the energy, the excitement of the players on the ice. It's palpable. And the conversations with the players about some of the drills that we're doing, they're excited about it. They feel that it translates to the games. We're putting them in positions where they have to do things very fast, but they can have success. So it makes them play fast. Just talking about some of the line rushes we do, it's basically everything. It's playing with speed. But they also feel that they have a chance to have success. So we want to build confidence in the drills also. And I think we're accomplishing that, and the players appreciate it.
New staff, more new staff than new players in some respects. But are you ahead of where you thought you would be as a group in terms of incorporating the new wrinkles in the way you want to play, like the aggressiveness, the extra D in the rush, doing more more to drive the net, more to score off the rush. From where you started 2 weeks ago to where you are now, are you even maybe further ahead than where you thought you'd be with that?
Well, I didn't know where I thought we'd be. But I think we're very pleased where we're at right now. A lot, like I said, they're listening, they're coachable, they're all buying in, and that's all we can ask.